Diftar. Hello everyone, welcome to the last assembly of this school term. Welcome and well done. You have all been absolutely amazing this term. You haven't surprised us because we know how amazing you are, but you have gone above and beyond what anyone could expect of you in coping with some very strange times, with some very unusual times, with some very difficult times, and with an awful lot of challenge. You've been faced with more challenge, probably, than you've ever faced in your life before. And you have risen to that challenge, and you have achieved so much. All of us here are so proud of you. We really are. We can't wait to see you in September. It's not long. We are all going to be back in school together. Year sixes, we wish you every success on your new adventure. You're going off to your secondary schools in September, and we hope that you come and say hello when you can, but we know that you are readier than ever. You are going to have the best time. Now, we are going to share one more chapter of this lovely book. We are then, we've got 3 more days until the end of term here, and then we are all going to have some rest, and you deserve that rest this year more than ever before. I'd like to say happy birthday, please, to a few people. Bear with me. So Kiki, Harry and Solomon, Toby, Dolores and Maisie, and sorry, Tess as well. You all have a birthday this week. I hope you all have a very, very lovely time when you celebrate. So, Varkak, we will get a little further into the book today. We'll need to pick up with it when we come back in September. Perhaps you'll want to carry on reading at home, and you will probably be able to find Varkak in your local library. And if you cannot find it in the library, you can go online and you can book it at the library as well. So there's a special online system there. So I would love to hear about how you get on reading it yourselves. We will then pick up with it again in our assemblies in September. We met Varkak. He was living in the Countess's house. He's a Mesopotamian blue cat, and he longs for adventure. And as you know, he is now having the adventure of his life. He, as we left him, have just found, in a very, very stormy night, a shelter on a hill in a park. He found the shelter, he managed to force that door open and get himself into the shed. Okay, I wonder what is going to happen. I should say, by the way, if you've missed any of these weeks, or if you want to go back and watch these assemblies again so you can pick up the story, you can, and those assemblies will be on the website for a little while yet, so you can go back and watch them if you wish. Now, chapter 9. It was dark as midnight in the hut. It felt close and damp, but at least inside was drier than outside. Varkak was safe at last. He relaxed, and then a low growl ripped the air. The door slammed shut behind him. "Don't move a muscle," said a gravelly voice. "You're surrounded." Varkak's claws slid out, ready to fight. "Put those claws away," commanded the voice. Varkak opened his eyes wide. It was another cat. She had spiky black and white fur and mustard-coloured eyes. She looked about the same age as him, younger than Jasmine or Julius, but harder, as if she'd seen too much of the world already. "I'm not looking for a fight," she said, "but if you don't put the claws away, I'll rip you to shreds." Something in her gravelly voice left Varkak in no doubt that she meant it. "I'm not looking for a fight either," he said, and put away his claws. The rain thudded on the roof of the hut like a nervous heartbeat. "Okay," she said. This is my hut, my shelter. Everyone knows that. What are you doing here?" Varkak glanced at the door. "It's raining, and this was the only shelter I could find." "Can't you see it's taken?" she growled. Isn't it big enough for both of us? There's only room for one. That certainly wasn't true. But Varkak didn't think she'd appreciate him saying it. He stared silently at the soggy timber floor. He couldn't face going out again. Besides, she was the only cat he'd met since leaving home. She was nothing like a Mesopotamian blue. But she wasn't like the gentleman's cats either. There was nothing strange or scary about her, though you wouldn't want her for an enemy. Varkak tried to smile through the dark at her. Under his collar, it felt uncomfortable. What's that you're scratching? She said. My collar? Collar? A strange expression crossed her face, and then she seemed to relax. Isn't that what pets wear? Varkak peered at her own neck. She wore no collar. Yes, now it makes sense. Oh, sorry. Yes, now it makes sense, she said. You're just a pet cat who got lost in a storm, aren't you? You're not in a gang. You don't know about the vanishings. You don't know anything about this city at all, do you? Varkak almost denied it. Then he remembered his dream. Open mind, the first skill. Only when you admit that you know nothing can you really know anything. All I know is that I need your help, he said quietly. I need a place to stay until the storm's over, and then I've got to find a dog. She looked into his eyes for a long time. The rain bent down, relentless. All right, pet cat, she said at last. You can stay, just till the rain stops, and then you go. Understand? Varkak smiled. Thanks. Just don't talk to me about dogs, that's all, she muttered. They sat together in the darkness. Varkak was bursting with questions. Were there many other cats outside? What were these gangs and the vanishings she kept talking about? And how exactly did you talk to a dog? There were so many new things to understand, but the black and white cat was curled up into a spiky ball. And more words would breach the invisible. Any more words would breach the invisible barrier she'd made between them. The rain went on. Varkak shivered. He was cold and tired. His eyelids drooped. He tried to force them open, but they kept closing by themselves. It would be madness to fall asleep in a strange place with a strange cat, but he couldn't help it. He slept in his corner of the hut, still shivering as the rainwater and slime dropped from his muddy fur. There we go. So we're going to pick up on chapter 10 next time. As I said, well done. Seriously well done, all of you. You are amazing. You deserve this holiday more than ever. All right? And I hope that you have an amazing time when you get there on Wednesday. If you or your family need any help at all, we are here still, and your parents or carers can get hold of us if they need to, all right? But you need to have some downtime, some fun time, and some relaxed time. Keep up the reading. I'd love to hear what you've been reading about over the summer, all right? Have a brilliant time. See you all soon. Thank you.